Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth episode of You and I, a love story. The previous episode we listened to how Anto meets with an accident and Jessie she bursts out in emotions. Jessie she got shattered when she saw it, but her parents did not allow her to go and help him because Jessie was a very helping tendency person. She helps everyone, but her parents this was an accident case, so the parents didn't want her to get involved into all these cases, and it may cause a bad reputation over her, going for cases, and because she's a witness, she has seen it. So the parents ignored her. The parents told her that you should not go anywhere, you don't react like I saw this accident. But her heart and mind and soul was not with her, it was with Anto. She was so depressed, and she immediately informed Leo and Jenny, best friends, mutual friends, and they headed towards the hospital. But Jessie didn't know which hospital he was admitted. But finally, they contacted the parents, Anto's parents, and they came to know that he was admitted in the government hospital. So they both, Jenny and Leo, met Anto, and Anto was not so wounded, but still, Jessie was so sad about what happened. But finally, Jenny and Leo informed Jessie that nothing is so bad, everything is good, everything is normal. But Jessie was totally disturbed. She couldn't even do any other work. She was totally disturbed. The parents started to know something was wrong with Jessie, but finally the parents didn't take care. It's a normal thing. What happened? She would have been in a trauma, suddenly which happened. So Jessie's parents leave her, and Jessie she plans to go to the hospital the next day. So she informed Jenny and Leo that I have to meet Anto. Whatever happens, I have to meet him. So Anto was waiting to meet Jessie and console her until nothing has happened. So they had to bunk the college, take a leave, and meet Anto. So the three decided, and the three went to the hospital, and Jessie started to cry like anything, and Anto was he was astounded, he couldn't do anything. He was staring at her what's happening? I did not do anything, nothing happened to me. You obviously come to know what's happening. Then Jessie she told, no, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I started to cry, but this happened because of me, because he left me. But still they did not know that this was Jessie's classmate who did this to make him fall. So yeah, everything went on well, and Anto got discharged from the hospital, and the doctor told him to take bed rest for at least a week, so the bruises, everything become normal. And Jessie started to visit Anto's house daily after the college it's over. Then of course, when a friend gets injured, we have to take care. You have to console them and get well soon, and all those quotes you have to say. So all the phrases, all the loving phrases, caring phrases, sympathy phrases, not sympathy, caring phrases. So Jessie was so protective, so loving. So Anto started to feel. He started to develop feelings over Jessie, since everything was very normal. He started to love her, literally, but he couldn't express and he couldn't confirm that this was love. But he started to have feelings. Jessie already had feelings, but she also didn't want to confront him. Both were so caring, so loving, so protective, but the other friends and Jessie's classmate who was so angry over both of them. Like he was planning to separate both of them. So he was planning, he went to the worst part also. He was he wanted to separate both of them. He wanted to separate Jessie and Anto. So Jerry, that's Jessie's classmate, who like he wanted to, pull them out of the relationship. He knew that these people will grow up into a relationship called love. Obviously, because they were so loving and caring, each and everyone started to tease them, started to compare them and compare both of them and speak. Days went. Anto started to go to college. Jessie was normal, regular in college. Everything was going on, and when they had a weekend, 6 days of college, and we have a Sunday weekend, they both got to meet each other. So they planned, let us go and have lunch outside in malls or in any food shops, everything, restaurant, everything. So they met. So they like the four persons met together, all the mutual friends, Leo, Anto, Jessie, Jennifer. So these four met together in a restaurant where Jerry also was there, because he knew that these four persons will come together and they'll have a meetup and they'll have food. So Jerry was very close with Jessie's mother and father, because Jessie's mother and father was his auntie and uncle. So obviously Jerry, they'll be very close, and all the relationships and everything. So Jerry accidentally went into the restaurant and found these four people together, and Jessie's parents are very strict that they said no boys, like you should not be you should not be in contact with boys, not too many boys, okay, one or two, but very limited. So Jerry had a very good idea that he took a photo of people sitting together in couples and having lunch together, and he sent it to Jessie's mother, his auntie, and Jessie's mother got so furious, but she didn't immediately call her. So she let Jessie come home, everything kept everything normal, and then you can start questioning her. Then when Jessie came back home and her mother was waiting, okay, let her, everything settled, everything. Towards night before dinner, the three, mother, father and Jessie, three were on the table, serving food, and slowly she was, her mother was talking about the college, and finally she came up, who's this person in this photo? Jessie was shocked, literally, she couldn't even answer, how did you know? How did you come to know, I was outside? Then, here comes the breaking point, that Jerry was, Jerry's aunt and uncle was Jessie's mother and father. Jessie knew, but she didn't know that Jerry did this. So she was very furious and angry that next day she went to the college, everything, they had fight, why you are talking, who's this guy, that guy, but Jessie, she tried to keep away everything. It was very normal, everything was very normal, and Jerry had a very, very, very bad day the next day, because Jessie went and blasted him out, and Jessie told strictly that you should not do such stupid and silly things. If you want to talk with me, if you want to do anything to me, it should be personal with me. And that's all. She didn't even do anything. She told, you should not do this. If you do this, you will have to face the consequences, which will be very, very bigger. And Jessie knew that Jerry was already in a relationship, but this fellow was going back off Jessie because he knew that he can marry her. But Jessie was very, very clever, very, very calculative, that she already knew that Jessie was in a relationship, and she didn't want to reveal it it was a very personal secret. She didn't want to reveal it, and her friend Jenny, or Jessie knows, Jenny knows, if Jenny knows, Jessie knows. So both knew that Jenny was already in a relationship. So again, the next day, I called Jerry, what happened to Jerry, everything out. And again, Anto and Jessie meets, continues in episode number 5.